I was on MMA Live and I said, they're doing Daredevil. There's no way they're not bringing Punisher back. And people actually said I was completely wrong on the panel. None of you in the chat and said they're not going to let him have
You threw out a million
No,
theories.
there's no way you're going to do the Punisher.
You hit once in a while, Max.
There's no way they're doing Daredevil and not bringing Punisher back. But the thing that seems to be changing is that this may not be a series. It's a special presentation.
He's writing it. I don't know how his writing is, but here's read RJ's comment, Max.
What? I'm glad they. Oh, sorry, I highlighted something else. Whoops.
That one.
There's going to be a whole plot line about corrupt cops using the Punisher symbol to enact vigilante justice and attack villains. So the show is going to be called Woke. That is an amazing and very bold direction to take it. Well, I can't believe they're actually going to cover that in the show. I want to see that.
That's art imitating real life.
No, that is, people are going to have a lot of issues with that.
It happens a lot.
No, there's going to be.
It doesn't get enough news coverage in certain communities.
This is going to be the most bold thing Marvel does if they keep that storyline, and I'm all in for that. I want to see that.
Yeah. So that doesn't sound like a bad plot line. It could be interesting, but it's all about the execution. It's all about the writing.
For sure. And what do we think about not a season? I never finished the second season of Punisher. I started watching. It was not as good as the Daredevil season 2 and 3 and the first season of Punisher. But what do we think about potentially it being a special presentation instead of a series?
It's not needed.
Yeah, I don't think we need to rush a Punisher series just yet. I think we need to see how Daredevil is going to fare, and I think them doing special presentations again, like they don't have to like commit to anything, like they could just keep it a simple story and get people more comfortable with his version of the Punisher. So I personally liked when they did the special presentation stuff.
You know what I wish?
I think the problem with the special presentations is that Punisher is not a character that should do a special presentation. Maybe a lesser known character that they're trying to push, but also remember that the two special presentations they did were expensive and they did not yield viewership like they wanted them.
You know what I wish? I wish they would take something similar to what James Gunn's doing. Is he's going to have a different intro for DC Studios movies and Elseworlds, and they could do like a Marvel Elseworlds in a do Punisher movie and make it low budget, give a director like The Raid with John Bernthal, give him a movie.
Are you pandering to
but John Bernthal is already in the MCU. You're like, he's already in the MCU. They can't be doing Elseworld stuff. They can't even get the multiverse stuff right.
Just like black label project or something, and have
they have something like that. It's called Marvel Spotlight. They need to do more of that. But
you're saying you wouldn't want to see that with John Bernthal as Punisher? Oh my God!
Would I want to see a John Bernthal Punisher movie?
Like with no strings attached to the MCU? Just let him go crazy in that.
Sure, but here's the big problem though: the fact that you wanted to see a John Bernthal Punisher movie before a Charlie Cox Daredevil film.
No, I'm not.
There's an issue there. Like if you're gonna, I would want them to do that with Daredevil first before they do that with the Punisher.
And let's remember. Marvel has not handled multiverse stuff well at all during this whole multiverse saga. Because, like I said on my show a few weeks ago, or multiple streams on Maxis, that for some reason they afraid to venture onto different multiverse worlds and show different characters behaving differently from the mainline MCU. It's just look. He has a patch on his left eye, not his right eye. Multiverse, yay! That's not how you do multiverse. DC does.
Well, I'm saying that could be a solution to MCU's problems right now. Focus on the main characters that are going to be in the Avengers, their tie-in shows, and then do something like DC's doing. You can have a character, you have a great actor for the character. It doesn't have to be tied to the DCU and market it differently. You do this for few different characters. Like, I think this would be a perfect one.
Literally
Punisher.
the best thing in the MCU that has actually like executed the multiverse stuff in a very good way is What If, and everybody wants to trash on that. So it's like
I don't know.
even
about
though
that
season
one.
3 wasn't very good.
That
but
would be
like,
the one. That would be the potential one issue that I would have. Could he play both the MCU and the Elseworlds? He'd have to. And then Rhea says, "I wish they'd experience stream exclusive movies. A Punisher one-off movie can be shot fast and practical, keep the budget down.
like
Amazing
seriously,
action director."
like
Degrassi
why
said that
doesn't
it's basically? I'm sorry. Degrassi said it's basically a continuation of Daredevil. It's just going to be another episode of Daredevil titled Punisher.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't understand why Disney doesn't like do like Disney Plus exclusive movies, not only for Marvel but for Star Wars. Like, they don't always have to force this stuff into shows. That was one of their biggest problems, is that these felt like 6-hour films, and they were 6-hour films they were trying to extend it to a show. So like, why don't they just do movies on Disney Plus? But with John Bertho, like I said, I think we need to slowly introduce him, make sure that the Daredevil stuff is good before you start bringing in other characters from that world. And I don't know what their if they even have plans to bring back the other Defenders. I don't think so, at least not anytime soon. But like, they have to make sure they get it right this time. They really do. That's why I said that this is one of the most important shows for them to get right. Because the Netflix stuff was very beloved, and you're bringing it into the MCU, you want to make sure that the quality is at least meets that quality of the Netflix stuff.